Hey everyone, working on a pet portrait today. It'll be a gift from my friend Chris for letting us stay at his house in New Orleans. Let's get started. Today I'm using a new light and a new lens. It's a 15x lens on my GoPro. It gets a little blurry here and there, but I appreciate your patience in watching the video. I'll post a picture of Cypress, and this dog is dope, super cool. Got along with my dog Sylvie. So let's get started. So first I start with the eyes and usually um, the eyebrows, doing most faces, but especially dogs and other animals. And so I'm going in there with my black pen that I usually use here. It's a really fine nib. And you can see here the lens is too far away from the paper. So there's not much I can do about that right now. Noticing that after I film it, I know to put it a lot closer. It's more than 10 inches away probably from the paper, but that's okay. Here I'm I drew the ear, the outline of the ear, and sort of contouring out the nose of Cypress right here. This is a very lanky, sort of dopey dog, like my dog, super sweet. So here I'll bring it forward here. You can see how clear and how nice that looks closer. And really I'm showing this footage so you can see my hands and the clarity the closer you get to the lens. So now I know, So yeah, the image is, and it's also really distorted on the borders here, and I'm sure it looks good for, shooting Honey I Shrunk the Kids B-roll where you're going up on blades of grass and botanicals and stuff like that. But here I start to flesh out the dog's face and sort of get the shadows and scribble the dark shapes in there. I'm going to go over this with coffee and some other, like a gold marker and like a gold Sharpie, but that'll be later. See, look at the clarity on the coffee cup. It looks great, right? Like, look at the close up on the fingers there. It looks great. So this is a normal practice that I do. It's just dipping my finger in the coffee and sort of going over the spot once. If you go over it more than once, it starts to sort of bleed, the pen does on the paper. So as long as you put it on there with your pen, with your finger, and sort of let it dry. Now I have an old Indian trick for letting the coffee dry, is using my wife's hair dryer. But yeah, look at the clarity of this video. It looks really great. I like the lens, but I'm using it wrong. So here's the blow dryer. Um, she doesn't know this, so don't tell her. But when she's working, I just come in here and use it real quick, and then back to the drawing. So a lot of the stuff I like to do is use graphite on top of the coffee, and use the pen over the coffee. It just helps create more depth to the image. But really what I'm doing here is trying to test out how close I can get to the lens. And I'm looking at this footage kind of after the fact, and so here I move the GoPro and the light down. It's probably, I don't know, about 5 inches away from the drawing. I'm sort of looking over the obstacle here to look at my drawing. It's a little unnatural for me right now, but as I post more videos, I'll get more comfortable with it. So like I said, this is a drawing for my friend Chris. I used to live in the same building complex as him and everything, and he was gracious enough to let us chill with him and have my dog there with his, and really it was awesome. No problems at all. So I'll be giving this drawing to him, and he's already commented on it and liked it. So here I'm sort of just layering up dark shadows and stuff. I'm just going over it and making sure there's sort of a modeled form on this drawing here. And so, I feel like adding a little gold Sharpie, so that's what I'll do. So I'll sort of add this weird mid-tone highlight, I guess you could say. Now I'm going to go over it with another gold pen and a white pen, so I'll bring forth the details and highlights there. So here's the white gel pen. It's just, you can pick this up anywhere, and it's really opaque, and it's great for just little tiny details. And you can smudge it with your finger, and it'll add a nice softness to it. But one great things about drawing dogs and painting dogs especially is drawing the nose. The nose is great. It's almost as important as the eyes. It's so wonky and fun. You can distill a lot of the personality in the dog's snout there. So this is a gold pen. It's a Uniball gold pen. I use it a lot. I definitely use it for a lot of Mardi Gras drawings, and anywhere where you need gold, this is it. So here you can see I'm sort of practicing, showing you the different depths of the paper, of how it relates to the lens, and I'm really happy with it. I'll use it sparingly in the future videos, but I can say the original GoPro lens, it works a lot better. And there's a bunch of footage, a bunch of B-roll that is shot with my phone, and I will definitely try to get in the habit of shooting more with my phone, because the phones are so good at autofocusing and really getting a more clear image. So, but here you can see I'm sort of resulting back to the white to help filter out some of that coffee, maybe some of the drawing I want to erase out. But here's sort of an oil crayon I'm putting on top, and I think the color looks great. So as I sign it, I'm just signing Cypress because I know I'm going to mail this and give it to Chris as a thank you. And yeah, so I enjoy doing pet portraits. At the very least, I've made a lot of money selling pet portraits because it's so fun that you can't really go wrong with pet portraits. They're fun to do. People enjoy commissioning them, and it's always a fun product. So here's my signature here. I usually sign at Trey Bryan, usually a time, place, little details like that, and then a little message. If it's a little sketch like this, it doesn't matter if there's text. It kind of adds to it, like a little note. So, but you can see here in the top left, the distortion of the spiral of the sketchbook is, a little distracting in my point of view, but it does point to the clarity of the focus of the drawing here, of writing the text. So I guess it works. Pardon my fingernails there. But yeah, all in all, I wanted to show this video to sort of document my progress here with the filming style that I'm trying to do. But yeah, so here's the drawing of Cypress. I hope you enjoy it, Chris. I enjoy it. Perhaps I'll make you some more and send them your way. But see here, the lens is too far away, but now I'm sort of experimenting and showing you the different depths of what the lens can do with artificial light. I filmed this in the evening, so there's no sunlight. But thank you all for watching this, and thank you, Chris and Cypress. And if you're interested in more of my work, please stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and check my Instagram at Trey Bryan. And please leave a comment or anything if you want to see more. Thanks. And I can't draw without a good cup of coffee. So there's that. Alrighty, see you on the next one.